Hi, this is Adam Fullman. We've sent you this video because we want you to know what to expect at your case management conference and because you have a case management conference coming up. Your case management conference is also referred to as a CMC. A case management conference is not a trial. You will not testify or argue your case at the case management conference. It is a chance for the judge to very briefly review the case and set a future date for trial if necessary. The date, time, and place of your case management conference can be found on the front of your case management statement, right here. We prepared your case management statement for you a little while back. You filed it with the court and kept a copy for yourself. Your case management statement tells you when and where to go. This information, again, can be found on the front page. Bring a copy of your case management statement with you to the courthouse. Your case management conference takes place at the courthouse. You may have already been to the courthouse to file your answer to complaint or your case management statement. Courthouses come in all shapes and sizes, but there are some things that all courthouses have in common. One thing is courthouse security. You will have to pass through a security checkpoint. No weapons of any kind are permitted in courthouses. Arrive early. Sometimes security gets backed up. Arrive at the courthouse no less than 30 minutes before the scheduled start time of your CMC. Traffic is not an excuse. The courtroom number is sometimes called the department, and again, it can be found on your case management statement. Arrive outside the courtroom with plenty of time to spare. Check the calendar of events. Most courtrooms have a calendar of the day's events posted outside of the courtroom door. Find your case on the list and remember your number on the list. Check in with the courtroom clerk. Once inside the courtroom, check in with the courtroom clerk. He or she may ask you to write your name and your number from the day's calendar on a slip of paper or sign-in sheet. Now is a good time to turn off your phone. Do not let your phone ring while court is in session. Wait for the judge to take the bench. Like courthouses, judges come in all shapes and sizes. It's true, some judges do look like this, but most look like this. The judge wants you to get through your case management conference smoothly and efficiently. The judge is not on your side, but the judge is not on the other side either. The judge is neutral. When your case is called, stand up and walk forward. If you're lucky, you will have already had a chance to see other people have a case management conference ahead of you. In any case, don't be nervous. Tell the judge your name. My name is Jane Smith, and I am the defendant. Now, the judge has already read your case management statement, so there's going to be very little information that you have to give. You may not have to say anything. We prepared your case management statement, and you filed it with the court. If you have not already filed your case management statement, file it right away. In your case management statement, you told the judge that you have denied owing the debt as it is described by the plaintiff, so you don't have to repeat that. If the judge wants you to attend a settlement conference, you will cooperate. Now, that doesn't come up that often, but every once in a while, the judge will order you to come back to court on some other day to briefly spend some time talking about the possibility of settlement with the other side. The judge cannot make you settle the case and pay money to the other side without having a trial, but the judge can order you to talk about settlement. If there were to be a trial in your case, you've told the judge that it would last about 2 hours. Now let the judge run the show. The judge knows what's going on and how to get through this quickly. Listen and answer any questions from the judge. The major purpose of the case management conference is just to choose a trial date in the future. This does not necessarily mean that you will have a trial. It just means that you're reserving a date for a trial if you need it in the future. Now, there are some things we don't want you to do. Do not apologize for not paying the debt. Do not admit owing the debt. Just don't bring it up. Do not ask for a payment plan. Now is not the time to do that, and the judge doesn't have the power to create that at the case management conference anyway. And do not tell the judge a sad story. What if the judge asks me tough questions? Very rarely. About 5% of the time, actually less than 5% of the time, a judge might straight up ask you if you actually owe the debt. This is not a proper question for the case management conference, and the judge knows it. And you're not required to answer directly. Instead, you can answer by saying, I have denied owing this debt in my answer to complaint. Or I have denied owing this debt in my papers. Or you could say, I understand we are only here for a case management conference. I am not prepared to testify today, but I would be prepared to testify if we had a trial. Okay, so again, unlikely this is going to happen. I don't want you to worry about it because the judge has other things on its mind, which brings us to the next slide. Don't worry, the judge is probably not interested in asking you tough questions because the judge is very busy. As this picture shows, he has a lot of work to do, a lot of paper on his desk, and there are a lot of people that he needs to deal with. He or she usually wants to get through this simple hearing as quickly and efficiently as possible and move on to the next case. You will likely be given a future trial date and be done in less than 3 minutes. What is it exactly that we are doing for you in case the judge asks? You have hired us for attorney-assisted lawsuit defense. Basically, we are assisting you in representing yourself by counseling you and preparing documents for you to use in your defense. Now, our service is not a secret, and you can tell the judge all about it. What you should not do is use the word represent. Do not tell the judge we are representing you. That word has a special meaning for lawyers. And if you tell the judge we are representing you, he or she will stop the case management conference and order another case management conference and order us to appear as your attorneys. And then we're going to charge you the same as we would for a full service client, $250 plus travel time and expenses. You can avoid that by simply telling the judge the truth. We are assisting you in representing yourself, but we are not representing you. Write down the judge's orders. Bring pen and paper and write down all the future court dates and deadlines. Then report back to us. Send a message to your assigned attorney telling him or her what happened at the case management conference. It's best to do that through the My Case system that you already have a login for. You can also make a telephone call, but we prefer messages through My Case. If you still have questions about your case management conference, feel free to watch this video as often as you like, or call your attorney for further advice.